What's going on guys, it's Unknown Player here, and in this video we'll be talking all about the new Prison of Elders we're getting in the April update, and it's pretty much the main new thing to do in the Spring DLC. It's obviously very similar to the old Prison of Elders. In terms of how it works, it's actually quite different. I'm going through explaining it completely in this one video, and we're going to be talking about the 6 new bosses we know of so far, how they work, the rewards, the Elder Sigil, its challenges and modifiers, basically everything you need to know about the new version of the Prison of Elders. So when you get the April update and select the Reef, you're going to see this addition to the Director being 2 more nodes of the Prison of Elders. The first one is this low level prison version, which is level 41, recommended like 260. It's the same as the level 28 version of the Prison of Elders that we had before that was match made, but this is brought up to level 41 and like level 260, and it also has a Taken variant with 4 new unique bosses to this mode apparently, and it'll be 50-50 if you get the original bosses or the Taken version with its bosses. This has got matchmaking, and it's more like the Vanguard Strike playlist, very casual, and the enemies won't be so hard. This version also has the treasure chest at the end, which you can open, and it no longer requires a key either. You can open the chest as many times as you want in the week. There's no weekly limit at all, and you pretty much do it infinitely and farm this, and it will drop up to 320 gear and also exotics. So it's going to be a good source of getting medium level gear and also exotics, which you can then infuse up to the max light level. On top of that, you're going to get some Vanguard rep and end of match rewards like engrams, and once per week you can get Sterling treasure, which you can see right here. So it's a very casual activity that gives decent rewards, and that is pretty much the level 41 version. Now the second option is the bigger node, and this is the level 42 version, which is the challenge mode, or its actual name is the Challenge of the Elders, which is the main activity and it's the most difficult activity in the game right now, which is also the most rewarding. So the Prison of Elders we've seen so far has you clear 5 waves of enemies and then you get a treasure chest, and that's where you get most of your loot. This Challenge of Elders is slightly different in that you only do 3 waves and you don't get a treasure chest at the end of this version. Instead, your rewards come from this thing called a Elder Sigil, which is what you get from Variks. It's similar to the scorecard from Trials, and it goes in the same place in your inventory. It won't let you go into the activity without the sigil, so it's pretty much like a passage, and it has objectives to complete with challenges for that week, which will reset, and this is where your rewards are going to come from, not the treasure chest. So we can see 2 challenges to complete. The top one is to get 30k score throughout 3 rounds in the Challenge of Elders. This will get you a guaranteed weapon from Variks, as you can see here. Variks is going to offer you an Elder's weapon package, which is a random weapon out of a selection, and they got Her Fury, which is the sniper rifle, and it came in at 335. We're not sure if these packages are guaranteed 335 every time. All they've said so far is that it can drop up to 335. So that is the first reward from the Elder Sigil. The second one you can see here is called Cumulative Score. This is basically a total score for the entire week. You need to get 90k. So basically do 3 runs of the Challenge of Elders and you'll get this, and that'll be a guaranteed armor piece in the same way you get a weapon. So that is how you get your armor and weapon from both of the challenges, and they'll always be the same. They won't change. You'll need 30k and then 90k, and those will not rotate. What will rotate is the modifier bonus at the bottom you can see, and there are 4 of those total that you could get. This one is to get precision kills, so that will give you a points bonus, and the 2 others we know of so far are melee bonus and grenade bonus. We don't know the 4th one, final one just yet, but it's probably something to do with like super kills or heavy kills or something along those lines. Now let's talk about the actual gameplay in the challenge mode itself and how it's going to work. Like I said, you've got just 3 waves to complete, and the first time you do it, you want to get the 30k points, and you want to aim for 90k in total throughout the week. So when you're doing your first activity, you want to try and aim for 30k points throughout the 3 waves, and obviously 10k points per wave. So killing ads will get you most of your points. You do get also some for generating orbs and assists and stuff like that. So general team play and coordination will help you out a lot. You want to kill as many ads as you can, but you can't take too long or Variks will get impatient and start deducting points the longer you take. So it's a balance of burning down the boss as quickly as you can so Variks doesn't start deducting points and get impatient, and also killing as many ads as you can while taking advantage of the bonus modifier, which will give you bonus points. Now there aren't actually checkpoints in this mode. They accidentally said that in this stream, but there are no checkpoints in the Challenge of Elders, just like regular prison, but I don't think it's really a big deal because there are only 3 waves. I don't think you really need one. Now in terms of bosses, there are 8 of them in total and 6 of them that we know of so far. Some of them are exact same bosses that we've had before with new abilities, kind of reskins, and some of them are actually new bosses. We've got the Overmind Minotaur, who we've had before. Instead of just being a giant bullet sponge, he has some mechanics to him now, so every now and again he'll try and spot you, and if you're in his line of sight when the timer ends, he will detain you in the bubble you need to break out of. And you also need to make sure you're still when he detains you, so you don't fall out the shield and it kills you. A new-ish enemy is the Taken Knight. who's called Psylocke the Defiled. He basically has the Taken Knight Flame Breath, but it lasts a very long time and has a much bigger area of effects, so that'll probably get super annoying. We also have the Pilot Servitor, who you might recognize, but now he's going to teleport around the map and drop shock mines at you if you get too close. And those shock grenades actually do a lot of damage. They're quite dangerous. There isn't as much of a pushover as he was before. And we also have 3 more we know of from the Game Informer interview. The first one is the Taken Hydra we can see in the images in the Vex room. We also have the Cabal boss in the Cabal room, and they mentioned a Hive Knight who summons mines and bounces you around the arena. So those are the 6 bosses we know of so far out of the 8, and of course the Challenge of Elders will also have its own set of modifiers as well for the week. Some of them will be brand new modifiers as well, which will be cool to see what those modifiers will be and how they change, and they'll probably be on the Nightfall as well, so it's cool to get new modifiers. There are 8 new bosses in total, which go 16 weeks repeating with the modifiers. And that's about everything you need to know about the new Prison of Elders coming in the April update. Make sure you drop a like rating on the video if you enjoyed it. I'd massively appreciate that. Comment down below your thoughts and be sure to subscribe to this channel so you keep up to date with my future videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.